Alright, so in the last geometry video, we talked about angle chasing. We had a diagram, we had some angles, we found out the measure of x. X was right over here. We also did another angle chasing problem with some different, the x was in a different location. So yeah, we've done our fair share of angle chasing problems, but now I'm going to talk about a trick for angle chasing. Alright, so let's just take a look at this triangle right here. Alright, let's actually redraw a triangle over here. Right, we're gonna have a triangle. We have 60, 70. It was 60, 70, and 50 triangle. Okay. So on the top we had a 60, a 50, and a 70. Okay. So we have a 60, a 50, and a 70 over here. But how do we get to the 70? I want you to do a couple of things. First, take 180. 180 is the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Subtract off 60, and then subtract off 50. See what you get. Alright, so you've done the subtraction, hopefully. When I'm subtracting, 180 minus 60 is 120. And now we have 120 minus 50. Well, 120 minus 20 is 100. I have to subtract off 30 more. 100 minus 30 is 70. And check this out. 60 plus 50 plus 70 is 180. And this gives me the third angle measure, right? So I can technically say this is just 120 minus 50. Or I could say this is just 180 minus 60 minus 50. Right? I could say this is 180 minus 60 minus 50. And this is useful when we're dealing with variables. So if I just I'm going to have a triangle over here. Because this comes up a lot in angle chasing, like especially in competitive math and stuff. You like angle chasing problems in which you're given some so you know this is going to be 90. And then they're going to give you something like x. And then you're going to ask to find this angle measure, like find the angle measure over here. And really, let's use the same tactic. Over here, we took 180, we subtracted off the two angles we know. Here, we'll use the same tactic. We know it's a right angle triangle. This has to be 90. So we take 180, subtract off the 90, subtract off the x, and we should get this angle measure right here. So 180 minus 90 is 90. And now we essentially just have 90 minus x. That's all we have. And that is this angle. This is just 90 minus x. And now let's actually see if this is true. We can check our work by seeing if it's true. It might be true, it might not be true. So we're going to check our work using just addition. We just add all the angles up, see if they're equal to 180 degrees. So we're going to have 90 plus x plus 90 minus x. X and x, the x's get canceled. 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees. So sure enough, this is x, this is 90, and this is 90 minus x. So our method is working. And we can just check our work by adding everything up. Same thing here. We take 180, we subtract off the 60 minus the 50, and we get this. And this is useful when you have like unknown angle measures in a triangle. It's like back here. If I just, and I know I'm not going to erase it, but like, if we pretend that this doesn't exist, and we pretend like that doesn't exist, we can just do 180 minus 60 minus 50. And like, especially if the 50 was like a variable or something like x, it's like simpler. You can just subtract off the 60 and subtract off the x. That's what we did over here. We took 180, we subtracted off the 90 and then the x, and then we got to right here. And that's how you would do such a problem. So hopefully this video was helpful, and yeah, that's triangle trick for angle chasing.